end of day 1 of renovating this new house. Well, just furnishing it, and look at who showed up. There's 2 little friends. Hey, what's up? It's because I have been leaving all the windows, all the doors open all day long to get that previous pet smell out of this place. Look at this. I've like furnished this whole thing. So front door, let me show you. So you walk in, and this was the living room before, and I'm making this into like a mini apartment. So bed here, of course I need to get a bed frame, probably free pallets from a flooring store. And then just some basic decorations, kind of stuff I had in my camper van shop. And then my next door neighbor gave me this fresh couch. It's so nice. And then some decorations up here. And then here, this is where my staff housing is going to live. So I gave them an e-bike. So basically, when I'm building my camper vans, I'm going to have one of my workers live in here in exchange for working with. Here, my plan is to put up a wall. So the tapestry is stapled up for now just to like help me visualize it. But basically, I want to put up a wall here. So the person that lives there is going to use that's a mini kitchenette. I'll put in a mini fridge and stuff for them. The person that's living in here, the staff that's working with me on Florida Van Life, I'm thinking a carpenter should live in here. They're actually going to just use like the kitchen and bathroom facilities at the shop, which is just right across the street. So that'll save on, and it'll like help me break up this house in the way I want. So basically this front living room, what used to be the living room, is now bedroom / like chill area for the person. And all this stuff I just literally brought over from my house or here, or I've scrounged the neighborhood, I've asked around in the last 8 hours. I've kind of filled up this place already. So this is where a wall is going to be, here. And then this is the kitchen. So this, I've put a countertop here, and then this is kitchen for these 2 tenants here. So I put up some basic decorations and whatnot. There's 2 bedrooms, and they'll share this bathroom. Here is looking pretty cute so far. Of course, Florida Van Life. And here, this is one of the bedrooms. This is the one with the stripper pole. So I changed it up a little bit, brought over a bed from my place, and then here, just some basic decorations. And then I'm leaving the stripper pole because maybe I'll rent it to the stripper. I don't know. And then I put in like this little lounge area too. This is just day 1, still getting it ready. And then here, this is the other bedroom. I treated the mold. Now I'm gonna paint over some of this other stuff. And then here, this is the only mat I had at my house. I might honestly just leave it like a single bed here. Maybe I'll put in a full size there. And then just a little like hang chill area. Again, this is all stuff I just found in the neighborhood / from my house. And it came with a little TV. And that's basically the vibe. So basically here, these front 2 rooms, I'm gonna rent to long-term, midterm renters, which will cover the payment of this whole house. And then I'll have this front room to just put one of my workers for the camper van business. And then coming out here, I'm gonna make this a little chill area as well. And one more thing is here. Oh, there's a little cat. Hey. So over here, I brought over this little Ranger, Go Ranger Go, actually trailed over this little vintage Shasta, which is impressive. So it brought that thing over, and then this is where I'll find some kind of free RV on Facebook to roll up here for additional staff housing. And then here, that's where I'm going to stack up all my vans. So I can probably put like, I don't know, 4 to 6 to 8 vans, depending on how much I stack up this yard. And then I'll have the front room for staff housing, the Shasta when I'm renovated, staff housing, RV here, staff housing. And then the midterm, long-term renters in the house will cover the cost of all of this stuff. Plus, so basically I'm getting van storage, 3 free staff housing stuff after I renovate. It's, a lot of work to renovate this plus the RV. But at least to start, front room will be staff housing. And then over here, it's going to be so nice. Like I'll have just 2 tenants that rent out this front of the room. Up here, wall there, up here. And it's just going to cover this person. Let's call them the stripper / the, I don't know, mini room. They're going to pay for this whole area. Amazing.